"You're not funny, you're just mean." Growing up, I was always the smallest kid in the room. When I was born, I barely made it to 5 pounds. In kindergarten, other moms would whisper behind my back, "He's so tiny, poor thing," like I was a stray cat instead of a kid. By middle school, the whispers turned into bruises, shoved in hallways, tripped on stairwells, slammed into lockers, sometimes all in the same day. I'd come home scraped up and limping, and my grandma would just scoff. "If you weren't such a little wimp," she'd say, "they wouldn't pick on you." She said it so often that eventually I stopped flinching, or at least I thought I did. My whole family was obsessed with football. Sundays weren't just Sundays, they were sacred. My cousins played, my uncles coached, and I sat in the corner hoping one day I could join them. I even made my own jersey once, took a plain old t-shirt and drew my last name on the back with Sharpie. I wore it to school like armor. Freshman year, I finally tried out. I practiced for months. Push-ups, sprints, drills. I watched YouTube videos of tackles and footwork late into the night. But the moment I showed up, the coach barely gave me a look before saying I was too small. A liability, he called me. Just like that, cut. That night at dinner, I tried not to cry into my mashed potatoes. Everyone ate in silence until Grandma leaned over, looked right at me and said, "Well, not everyone's built to be anything but a bench warmer." Then she laughed. No one else did. I sat there frozen, ashamed and angry, thinking maybe she was right. Maybe I really was less. And then my little sister, 8 years old, barely tall enough to see over her plate, slammed her fork down and said, loud enough for the whole room to hear, "Grandma, you're not funny, you're just mean, and too old to remember the difference." The whole table went silent. My grandma turned bright red, opened her mouth to speak, and then nothing. For the first time in my entire life, she didn't have a comeback. She just picked up her wine and drank it in silence. I didn't say a word. I didn't have to. My little sister had said it all, and it was in that moment I realized, respect your elders? Sure, but only if they deserve it. Turns out, I didn't need football. I didn't need to be big. I just needed people around me who saw kindness as strength, not weakness.